Hello, 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 everybody. I am back. This is that taco mukbang, except for I'm changing it a little bit because I'm not eating 10 tacos, although I do have 6. They are from Chipotle. I have 3 chicken and 3 pork. I only have 3 up here. As you can see, I'm not in my office, so I'm sitting here holding this phone in my hand. Hopefully, I can do this. This is also going to be a story time mukbang that if you are familiar with some people in the mukbang community, he's fairly new in the mukbang community. His name is The Missing Tooth with an F, T-O-O-F, mukbang, however you say it. And he did a story time on how he lost his tooth. That's why he's called The Missing Tooth. And so we were in his live, and I said we should start a missing tooth challenge. People who got missing teeth tell their story of how they lost their teeth. And he said do it while eating something. And so there have been a 10 taco mukbang challenge going on, where you have to eat 10 tacos in 10 minutes. And I think people are going to Taco Bell. I can't eat no 10 tacos in 10 minutes. That's all what I did with those chicken wings. I'm trying to eat these tacos while talking to y'all. I also got my Chick-fil-A iced tea. I got it for free because they said I waited in line 8 minutes. I guess people was trying to hurry up and get in there before they closed. The line was kind of slow, but let's do this missing tooth challenge. So this is to you, tooth. So I can't show y'all my missing tooth, but because I got it focused on my food, I can't turn my camera around. That's the unfortunate thing. They got so much on this Note 10 Plus, and you still can't turn the camera around like a regular camera. But anywho, I lost my tooth when I was pregnant with my youngest son, Rory. Sorry, man, my phone moving around too much. I was about, I don't know, maybe 7, 8 months pregnant. And I got a toothache, and everybody knows when you're pregnant, your baby takes a lot from you. They always say, if you got any dental issues, get them done before you're pregnant, because when you're pregnant, it's a lot of medications that you can't take unless it's unless it's really necessary. And so I didn't know I had a bad tooth. So all of a sudden one day I got this toothache. Matter of fact, I was eating some steak, and the tooth must have had already started going bad. It's in the front of my mouth on the right side. But it's not directly in the front like tooths. If you ever watch me and I'm eating or something or talking, you can see it when I open my mouth. But it's not directly in the front. It's kind of off to the side. I was eating steak, and it must have hit a nerve, and that tooth started thumping. I was in so much pain, I went to the hospital, and it wasn't much that they can give me because I was pregnant. They called my doctor, and everything. They tried me with liquid codeine. That did not work. That was really the only thing that they can give me because I was pregnant, and they called my doctor to ask, was it okay because it was codeine and that can transfer over to the baby. And he said yes, it was okay, but it didn't work. So I think I went home with some hyped up Tylenol with codeine pills because the liquid didn't work. And then I went that Monday, I think it was a Friday or Saturday, I went that Monday to the dentist. So of course I get to the dentist, and again, they look at me, I'm pregnant. So he was like, normally whenever I get a tooth pulled, I go to sleep. I don't like needles, and especially in my mouth, so I always go to sleep, but I'm pregnant, so I can't go to sleep. So basically he had to numb me up. He numbed me up, and then he went in to pull it, and I said, I still feel that. So he had to give me more. So then he went to pull it after giving me more, and the tooth would not come out. That man did everything but put his foot on my shoulder to pull. He stood behind me. I think the nurses like held my shoulders down. Y'all, I thought I was about to give birth and jump out the window at the same time. That's how painful it was. He could not get the tooth out. He stood behind me while the nurses stood on the side of me. And like I said, he did everything but put his foot on my damn shoulders to get this tooth out. It's a small tooth in the front. It would not come out. I guess it had long roots. It was just hard to come out. So he said, I'm going to have to break this tooth to get it out. I said, you got to be kidding me. Now, he done gave me from what we know, the maximum of the Novocaine that he can give me, because that's all I was able to take. So he broke the tooth. When I tell you a pain shot through my body, Lord have mercy. That was the worst experience at the dentist I ever had. So he had to shoot more Novocaine into the tooth after he had broke it. Finally, he get the tooth out. I'm numbed up with probably like 2 needles full of Novocaine, and I still am in pain and feel the pain even though my mouth is numb. That's how bad it hurt. So I went home. I already had Tylenol with codeine, so that's all I was able to take. I went home, honey, when that Novocaine wore off, you talking about a pain. I would rather have dealt with birth at that point than the pain that was in my mouth. I was crying. My husband was rubbing my back and trying to comfort me. He ended up calling my obstetrician. No, he ended up calling the dentist. And I already had taken a Tylenol with codeine, so he ended up calling the dentist. The father called back because it was a father and 2 sons business, dental office. The father was on call, and so he said, I can't give you anything else, but if need be, then I'll go ahead and give it to you if the pain doesn't calm down. But he said, take another Tylenol with codeine, because I had just taken one. He said, take another one. If that don't work, then I'll call you in another prescription for something stronger, but only if that don't work, because hey, I'm 7-8 months pregnant. And so I took another Tylenol with codeine, and it worked. Took the pain away. Can I tell you, I hate going to the dentist, and that's the reason I already did not like going to the dentist, because I don't like needles, and especially in my mouth. But when I tell you, after that experience that I did not like going to the dentist, and I actually put off the dentist for years because of that. It was like torture. And when I went back to get the stitches taken out, the father was there, and he was like, he was the one who took the stitches out. He was like, come back so we can fill in that tooth for you, give you a one of the permanent teeth. I said to myself, I wouldn't come back here if I was dead and you was giving it to me for free. I understand I was pregnant, but I'm pretty sure, hell, even if you had taken me to the hospital and said, let's put her to sleep and monitor her to get this tooth out, I would have took that. I ain't cared about nothing passing over to my baby as bad as my mouth was hurting. And I done had some dental issues. I had to have all my wisdom teeth removed because they were all impacted. One of them was impacted so bad that it grew under the gum into the tooth in front of it, and I had to have both of them removed, all surgically, because they all were under the still in the gum. They wasn't coming down. So I had to have all my wisdom teeth removed. I had to have some other teeth removed. But when I tell you that is the worst case of torture that I've ever been in when it came to a doctor. I would say that was it. And that is the biggest part of my fear of going to the dentist now. So when I did finally get back to the dentist, after that, I told the dentist that I went to my fears and why I was fearful of the dentist, and he gave me 2 pills, one to take the night before just to relax me, and one to take on the way there, what kind of made me sleepy and drowsy, so I had to get a ride. Somebody had to take me. And so by the time I got there and I got in his chair and he gave me the gas, I would be kind of out of it, you know, and the needle didn't bother me. So that's how bad it was. And he was totally understanding of it. So, as you can see, in almost 13 minutes, I ain't even finished one daggone taco. Let alone 6 or 10. But I have told you the story of how I lost my tooth. So, if you have any missing teeth and you do mukbangs, go in, tag the missing tooth, the missing tooth, TOOF, mukbang, and tell us while you eating how you lost your tooth. So give me a thumbs up, like this video, share it if you feel so, and leave me a comment. Peace. Enjoy your weekend.